The U.S. de facto embassy's new director paid her first call on Taiwan's legislative speaker on Thursday. The two of them held talks that were closed off to media, but the speaker had gone on the record the day before about his perspective on the Taiwan-U.S. relationship. Speaking to Voice of America, he argued that a new one-China policy had already taken shape in Washington, and he said he was optimistic that the U.S. will someday officially recognize Taiwan.
AIT Director Sandra Oudkirk made her first visit to the legislative yuan Thursday. She was welcomed by Legislative Speaker Yeo Shi-kun, who sported a special mask for the occasion. Most of their meeting wasn't open to the media, but in a radio interview the day before, the speaker made clear his views on the Taiwan-U.S. relationship. During the interview, Yeo said that Taiwan's status has already been determined. He said the U.S.'s two most recent secretaries of state both denied that Taiwan was a part of China. Both have also called Taiwan a country. Although Kurt Campbell, the Biden administration's Indo-Pacific coordinator, has said that the U.S. does not support Taiwan independence, he didn't say that the U.S. was opposed. Through actions like landing a military plane in Taipei, the U.S. is already treating Taiwan like a country, Yeo said. Yeo said that as U.S.-China ties have unraveled, the U.S.'s One China policy has changed. Whereas it was once the Taiwan Relations Act plus the 3 joint communiques, it is now the 5 acts, 6 assurances, and 3 joint communiques, he said. The 5 acts are the Taiwan Relations Act, Taiwan Travel Act, Asia Reassurance Initiative Act, Taipei Act, and Taiwan Assurance Act. As for the 6 assurances, they were formally adopted by the U.S. House of Representatives in 2016. Yeo said the growing body of legislation was testament to the U.S. commitment to Taiwan. He said he was optimistic that Taiwan and the U.S. will someday establish formal diplomatic ties.
I also suggested that Director Christensen call on Washington to consider establishing diplomatic relations between Taiwan and the U.S.
Last year, in an encounter with then AIT Director Brent Christensen, Yeo advocated for formal Taiwan-U.S. relations. Experts say that for Taiwan and the U.S., the legislative branch has a key role to play in advancing the bilateral relationship.
Establishing diplomatic relations between Taiwan and the U.S. is a goal for the long term, a wish. Looking at our current situation, we are indeed heading in the direction of formal relations. U.S. diplomacy uses a two-pronged strategy. When the White House finds something too delicate to say, it lets Congress do the talking.
院长讲的是最近的趋势，美国有一连串的挺台法案。
Speaker Yeo was speaking about recent trends. The U.S. has produced a string of pro-Taiwan laws. They have several characteristics. One is that they treat Taiwan like it's a country. And with regard to U.S. interaction with Taiwan, they bypass many of the old restrictions. So we really are in uncharted territory.
Deploying different branches of government, the U.S. has shown its commitment to Taiwan. Yeo says he's optimistic that the relationship will only continue to grow.